Hi, my name's Bill Nighy, and I'm here to be your agony uncle, to answer your pressing questions about the important things in life. Let's have a listen.
California.
Hi, Bill. I'm in my 30s and I've never learned how to cook anything, not even pasta. And now I want to learn. What dish should I start with?
I think you should start with beans on toast with Marmite underneath. You want to super toast the toast. It's got to be crisp. Then you apply the butter and then a liberal amount of Marmite, and the beans have to be red, red hot. And you only introduce the beans to the butter, Marmite and toast at the very last moment. And you need a spare bit of Marmite toast on the side. And then you need a glass of orange juice with lots of ice and a couple of limes squeezed into it. And there you have it.
Hi, Bill. Please share advice on how to cope with imposter syndrome, nerves, and anxiety.
Wow. That's a tough question, given that I'm dealing with those very things right now, as you watch me on camera. And I have had to deal with it all my life, as most people do, I presume. And I've had great victories over it. When I was young, I was an agonizing mess in this regard. I used to operate with zero confidence, and I used to fake it as much as I could, but I wasn't very successful. And I was terrible at work. I was very, very anxious and therefore unable to do my job. And on personal relations, I was actually disastrous. But the only thing I can tell you is that every negative thing I've told myself about myself over my whole life, every single thing was a lie. It was a lousy, brutal, cruel lie that apparently I told myself in order to undermine myself. I don't understand the psychology of it particularly, but I know that none of it was true.
Hi, Bill. I want to take a break from social media, but I'm worried I'll lose touch with the cultural zeitgeist. Can you advise me on how to get offline whilst staying culturally relevant?
Just call a close friend, tell them to come and accompany you, maybe take a drink or two, have them hold the device for you, and then just remove very gently, app by app, all of those toxic apps from your phone. If you really want to be part of the social zeitgeist, don't, for God's sake, be on social media. You'll find none of it there. You will be liberated and it will begin your life in earnest. If you want to get hip to the social zeitgeist, just open the front door, get out on the street, maybe go to the Eurostar, get to Paris. Go to Paris, breathe some real air. Go and look at some paintings. Go to the bookshop. Buy All Fours by Miranda July. Get with it, get hip.
Hi, Bill. I really struggle with swimwear. What advice have you got for buying a pair of swim trunks?
I have absolutely zero idea about swimwear. I don't think I've ever owned swimwear, even when I was probably in some kind of shape to wear swimwear. Why don't you just get some jeans, cut them off and jump in?
Dear Bill, I love fashion and enjoy putting looks together. The problem is I'm inherently messy and always look like I've been dragged backwards through a bush. Have you got any tips to remedy this?
Well, if you're inherently messy, I can't really help you. You might want to examine why that happens. I can't relax if things aren't aligned on the table beside me, for instance. I can't go to bed if the towels aren't straight in the bathroom. My answer to it all is not to own very much.
Hi Bill, aspiring actor here. Wondering if you have any tips for auditioning.
I was useless at auditioning. It's a miracle I ever got a job. One of the greatest things that ever happened to me was when I stopped having to audition. The only defense I have against it is to prepare like a maniac. You want to learn it several ways backwards and frontwards and work on it and annotate it like a piece of music, put in the pauses, the words you want to stress. So you've got a plan so that when you get there and your head starts attacking you and telling you that this is probably out of your range, that you're ineligible in some mysterious way, and that there are all these other people in the waiting room who are better looking than you are and almost certainly more talented than you are, you've got something you can do while your head is attacking you. Otherwise, I'd have no career. Just to remember it's not personal and that they don't know what to do either. And they're all terrified of getting it wrong. And they often do get it wrong, not least when they reject you.
Help. How do I find my personal style? I'm very lost right now.
You must look at people and think, he looks good. Do that. If you had a pair of Levi 501s and a pair of DM shoes and a Fred Perry polo leisure shirt, or if you've got any money, a John Smedley 3-button leisure polo, you're covered. And if you wanted to put on a Fred Perry Harrington, you can't go wrong. You will outclass anyone in the room. Don't go silly with leather or anything like that. Don't wear leather trousers ever, or I'll come round your house. And if you want a suit, then just keep it simple and keep it dark. There's only one color, navy blue. Don't worry about fashion or any of that shit, because that all comes and goes. You just want to look mod, dead mod.
Hi, I'm turning 30 next month, and this birthday, I guess, naturally has made me overthink where I'm at in life, and I just wondered if you have any life lessons or wisdom that you can share going into this new decade.
The thing about getting to my age is that you are quite often mistaken for somebody who knows what's happening. It's like, because of your vintage, you must have some information. It's not well, it's plainly not true. Look around. I'm quite handy because I got everything wrong early on, so I know what not to do. People say, have you got any advice for the young? So you make something up because you're sociable and polite. And I always say, don't take drugs and pay your taxes. And then everybody laughs. Well, sometimes they laugh. No one has laughed in the studio right now. Other than that, don't believe anybody's reputation. Let them prove it to you. If people come heralded because of past achievements or something, they're nearly always either overrated or just plain wrong. Thank you for the questions. I hope I've been of some use. I doubt it very much. Stay loose, and I'll see you when I get my glasses.